So, I'm sorry to disappoint anyone. I'm not the 7 times world snooker champion, quite obviously. I do get that an awful lot. People saying, oh, you're not the snooker player, are you? No, I'm the serial killer, is usually the last thing that they hear. So, are we alright? So, we alright? This front row's been through a journey tonight, haven't you? Hey, look at you, lovely people there. I watched Saving Private Ryan the other night, and you've got the same expressions as the first few fellas who get off the boat, I must admit. But stick with it, stick with it. So, well done for the dry bar tonight as well, very important. Myself, I'm trying to cut down on my drinking, especially during the week. Finding it a bit hard, because, I've got to be honest with you, it's the only thing that takes the edge off the cocaine, I find. Apologies. I've just got one more on drink, if that's all right. Last Christmas, I drank so much, I drank enough to kill a small horse. Now, in my defence, that small horse did come out of nowhere. Don't know my own strength. I say Christmas, it was more like Ladies' Day. This is going well, it's going well. Thank you very much. So, I'm married. I've been married for... calculator. A year. Actually, it's longer than that. It's 12 years. 12 years with my current wife. The current Mrs H, the long-suffering Mrs H. And just before I go into that, I don't do stand-up that often, as you can probably tell by the way this is going in the first couple of minutes. I have done it before. I entered the Clare House Comedy Awards about 5 years ago, and I won it, and it was a great experience. And I did it because I had a bucket list, and it was on my bucket list. Now, I have to admit that my understanding of what a bucket list was differed from other people's. I thought bucket list, something that made you sick. Bucket, sick. So that's why I chose stand-up comedy. So, to give you an example, I had to rearrange my whole bucket list. Here's one. Going to an all-you-can-eat buffet with James Corden. Here's another one. Having a karaoke session with James Corden in a hot tub filled with Tizer. It's all pretty much James Corden. Oh, here's one. Giving Katie Hopkins a foot massage using Marmite instead of essential oils. No, actually, that's on my proper bucket list, that one. Under the experiment, things that might cause a singularity due to the massive irony. I fucking hate Katie Hopkins. So have we got any married people in the audience tonight? 2 of you, great. 2 of you. This is exactly what you want from a comedy experience, isn't it? Eh? Relatable things, yeah. Like, you know what you'd expect when you go to the barbers, in a way. Drop the chair, a little bit of chit-chat. What you don't expect is maybe an erection stuffed in the back of your neck. Especially when the person cutting your hair is called Tina. It can happen. Yeah. Do you want your eyebrows doing? No thanks, and you can leave the fringes of this as well. So, marriage is alright, yeah, for those 2 people who were in the room who were married, and it's fine. Once you give up your hopes and dreams, once you let go of them, it's pretty okay. You get by. One of the things I do like about being married is the honesty. You've got to be very honest with each other, haven't you? I remember my wife recently went, I don't like your oral sex techniques, Steve. That's fair enough, okay? But it is Christmas dinner, and your mum asked for the mint sauce. And so we haven't been married long, and we made the decision that we didn't want kids. That was a tough conversation with our 5-year-old. We ran out of options. We went back to the Liverpool Women's Hospital, saying, this is the birth certificate. It is some kind of receipt, isn't it? You can take him back. Would it help if we just said that he was maybe, I don't know, committing hate crimes? Still no. And, God, you don't want to push a 4-year-old back in, do you? My wife hates that joke. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So what can you do? You're stuck with him. One of the best options, I suppose, when you've got kids is to bond with them, isn't it? So I remember when my little lad was about 5, we had a little bonding session. And it was about 5 years ago nearly. And it was that really hot summer in 2013. So we thought, I know, best bonding thing to do. Camp out in the back garden, have a little bit of an adventure. Get him, a bit of a dad and lad thing. Unfortunately, he was quite traumatised by it. But hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? And I suppose really I should have spent the night out there with him. But you know what they say, there's really nothing like your own bed, is there? And I suppose lesson there, next time, if it happens, we'll probably keep the patio doors unlocked and give it a little bit of a way back in. His ears were ruined by that cat flap. So we haven't even got a cat flap, to be honest. So holidays are terrible things when you've got kids. I think that's why they give you the free child places as compensation for just how shit it's going to be. Let's move this circus to somewhere where it's 120 degrees heat and nobody speaks the language, and this little fella won't like any of the food. That isn't a recipe for disaster at all, is it? So this is going very well. Moving along. So, my little lad, young Lucifer Voldemort, he's going to be 9 this year, and he was diagnosed a couple of years ago with autism spectrum condition. So, he's a bit of a handful. And if you've ever wondered what it's like living with a child with autism spectrum disorder, or condition, they're very prone to meltdowns. Meltdowns at the most inopportune times, like 4 o'clock in the morning, or when you're trying to get him ready to go to school, or when you ask him to jet wash the decking. That's another one that seems to cause them. And trying to wrestle someone who's having a meltdown, it's very difficult. And the only way I can describe it is trying to wrestle an octopus that's high on ecstasy into a bag for life. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a story, because we're telling stories tonight as well. I do, as part of my midlife crisis coping mechanism, I do a bit of DJing, and it's not your chicken in a basket DJing. I used to be a club DJ when I was in my 20s, and chicken in a basket DJing I thought was beneath me, but times are hard, and you'll do whatever you can. So this particular occasion, I was asked to come off the subs bench for a girl's 21st party, and it was only up the road. And it was a horrible experience. No money in the world really could compensate me for that experience. It was horrible. Horrible family. So I was unprepared. Get there. Had to download some things. Got made an absolute twat out of by one of the girls who went, "Do you even know who Drake is?" I said, "Is that the yellow one with the handbag?" So I'm playing away, trying to get the crowd going. And the birthday girl's mum comes up to me and she said, couldn't hear her, so she shouted, she went, "Have you got cum on, Eileen?" Now, there's a right answer and a wrong answer to that question, isn't there? Now, this is where my two worlds collide, so I chose the wrong answer, which was, "Is she the one in the red dress?" She said, "No, that's Isabel, that's my daughter." Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, you've been great.